Now, determining which grip to use in the front squat can be a little confusing as there's a few different options, but I'll explain them all and then try each one out and see which feels best and which your mobility allows for. What you'll see most often is someone will get set up for a front squat, they'll find that shelf on their shoulders, and then before they go down the rack, they'll typically put one hand over each shoulder. Simple as that. And then with front squat, that's not a bad choice. Most people can get into that position provided they have no shoulder pathologies already existing. There's a few other options which might be a little bit better. Typically with a cross arm grip, some will find that as they get heavier and heavier, it's much tougher to keep the elbows high and keep themselves extended through the thoracic spine or through the upper back. So these three options that we have are a bit better, and you may find that it's a little bit easier to keep that position. So the first one that you're going to find, which is a little less well known, is the strap version. Now with this one, you're actually going to be able to drive the elbows higher in front of the bar by simply holding onto the straps, dipping underneath, finding that shelf, and then pulling up on the straps will actually elevate the elbows. So what I mean is when I'm here, I'm not actively trying to drive my elbows up. I'm actively trying to pull into the straps. And when I do that, you'll see it actually externally rotates the arm and also keeps the elbows nice and high. If you still can't get into that position, you simply grip down the strap. And then when you come underneath, works quite well to keep the elbows up, as you can tell. As you come underneath there, now you don't have to be so close to the bar. So again, adjusting the straps, depending upon what your mobility allows for. Start farther out if you need to. Work your way closer into the bar. Now, most Olympic lifters are going to use what's called a clean grip. Now, that's either 3 fingers or 2 fingers. And I like to spread mine out about a thumb's width out from where the knurling meets the smooth. So you can kind of go super tight. Some people like it there, but wider shoulders, then you might want to go a little bit further out. So I go thumbs width out. And then you'll find that shelf, drive the elbows underneath. As you go down, your first move out of the hole is then to drive the elbows back up. Now that's kind of the toughest choice out of all of them. So a lot of people struggle to get into this position. And a fourth option that you have is to actually get underneath, just like we did in our first video, to find that shelf. And then you can actually just put a thumb underneath and almost wrap the hand around the bar. So I'm almost wrapping my fingers around the bar and the thumb underneath. It just allows for a different elbow position. And it's a little bit easier there. There you can still drive the elbows up versus the cross arm grip. It's a little bit tougher as the weight gets heavier. So all viable options. Try each one, see what feels best, and then load up the weight and hit a PR.